Hello, this is Jess from Soul Star Healing and Tarot. Thank you so much for being here today. This will be an alternate reading to the previous reading I did for the full moon in Libra. I just wanted to offer another version just in case the first one didn't resonate with you, as this is a collective reading. Things going on with this full moon in Libra definitely could be clearing up some relationship issues. The Rather, on the same day, Venus will go direct. Okay, we do have, as lovely as it is that Mercury and Venus have gone direct, we do have some conflicting energies with both Mercury and Venus right now. Venus is conjunct Saturn, Mercury is conjunct Neptune. So with Venus conjunct Saturn, while we're, you know, coming out of this Venus retrograde with a full moon in Libra, Libra is ruled by Venus. Um, Venus being conjunct Saturn, there's definitely the potential or possibility that there's a lot of important relationship issues that need to be cleared. The final steps may be upon us, and with Venus being conjunct Saturn, these are karmic lessons. They're very important. So there's something here for us to learn from, right? And create some boundaries with or structure with in that Saturnian way. And with with Mercury conjunct Neptune, we might still feel a little bit in a fog, even though Mercury has gone direct. So we might still have a little bit of dreams being very odd and trying to send us messages. We may be very psychically connected. We also might be a little unrealistic in our ideas and communications right now. So that's going to be different for everyone. And especially for somebody like me, my sun, Mars, and Mercury are in Virgo. Virgo is ruled by Mercury. So anytime something's going on with Mercury, I feel it. So all right, let's get into the reading. We're going to start with one card from the Witches of Legend Oracle. This is the guiding energy of this reading. These are not necessarily witches, but they're definitely mysterious, somewhat rebellious energies that are known throughout mythology and history and lore. Okay. And with the moon being a feminine energy, I figured these would be some cool ladies to work with the full moon. Okay. So, Spirit, who is guiding this reading for us today? Okay. Very cool. We have Baset. All right. I'm going to read her message here. Okay. Baset may be known for being a fun-loving, gentle, motherly figure, but she has a strong sense of justice that will make itself known. Don't underestimate those with a kind demeanor. They can be the toughest of characters. Okay? So, excited to see what comes out with this. And maybe people are underestimating your kindness for weakness at this time. Okay? All right. And now I'm going to grab two cards from the Mike Wilcox Tarot and Oracle. These are the major arcana and the zodiacs, all 12. And these will be the overriding energies for this reading. Spirit, two cards, please. Two cards, please. Okay, two at once. That seems very intentional. Okay, well, first thing I notice here is opposites. And I do believe that Gemini came out in the previous reading. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty certain it did. So, opposite energies, Gemini and Sagittarius. They're across from each other on the zodiac wheel. Okay. So, Sagittarius, very, very adventurous, loves learning at a very high level. Okay. Sagittariuses are very optimistic. They're ruled by Jupiter. Okay. So lots of good energy, good fortune is associated with Sagittarius. They're also known to be your fun friend. I'm a Sagittarius rising, Sagittarius North Node, all my Sagittarius Neptune, all my Virgo stellium is in the ninth house, which is ruled by Sagittarius. So definitely can be the life of the party, loves to travel, loves culture, and loves just kind of being spontaneous. Okay, mutable sign. With Gemini here, we have the duality. Okay, we have lower level learning. This is higher learning. Okay, we have sibling relationships. Okay, can be very close friends. So and this is short distance travel, long distance travel, third house, ninth house. Okay. So also with Gemini being here, this could be something that happens between now and Gemini season or settles between now and Gemini season, or it could carry into Sagittarius season, which is late November, December. So let's see how this plays out. But there might be a situation here where you're very opposite from somebody. Opposites may be attracting, they might be repelling each other. There might be a difference in how people feel with Baset there, and that message of kindness being mistaken for weakness. Uh, just a different idea of how things should be working. But let's see what happens with the cards. And I did say this is Jupiter, this is Mercury as well. So communication, abundance, good fortune, or bad, depending on how it's working for you. This is the Sakura Tarot, and I'm going to grab 3 cards from this deck. And also, before I start, I am new here on YouTube. If you'd like to support me by liking, subscribing, sharing, or leaving a comment, I would absolutely appreciate that. Thank you in advance for giving me your support and your time by watching this. 3 cards of guidance, please, Spirit. Okay. Well, all majors. The Hanged Man, the Chariot, and the Star. That's some very big energy to start with. And now I'm going to grab 3 cards from the Broken Mirror Tarot. And after I do these 9 cards and read them for you, I'm going to do 3 cards of advice from Spirit, and then I'm going to go into oracles. I have a really cool oracle deck. It is called the Twin Flame Ascension Oracle. Very cool messages, a little bit on the tough love side, but as you get to know me, you'll know I love some tough love. I'm a Capricorn moon. Okay. 3 cards of guidance, please, Spirit. Okay, thank you. Well, another major, the moon, the Page of Swords, King of Swords. Okay. Now I'm going to grab 3 cards from the Craft Tarot, which is just a black version of the traditional Rider-Waite. Oh, wow. Okay, good. Very cool. So, Ace of Pentacles, King of Pentacles. We end with the Tower. Beautiful. Okay. Hanged Man. So with the energy starting this reading is a change in perspective, taking some time out to reevaluate things, right? Being a major arcana card, when we're taking this space to suspend ourselves, okay, it's for enlightenment. Okay, so there's something that in order to become enlightened about, it requires us to change our perspective. All right. Moon card. It may require us looking deeply into ourselves and looking into the shadow aspects of ourselves. Okay. And that duality, right? Sagittarius, Gemini, opposite energies. All right. So while we're in our place of suspension, gaining a new perspective so we can see things in a way that allow us to free ourselves from anything we're stuck in. Okay, we're going to go deep. We're going to go and look into the real deep shadow aspects of ourselves. And with this being the moon card, this full moon might be the catalyst of that for you. Okay, so going in deeply and seeing what we need to change our perspective about regarding ourselves, others, our relationships, how we've been handling life. Ace of Pentacles. In this suspension state and gaining this enlightenment, we're given this gift from the universe that gives us security, safety, may give us an abundance in our material world, in our earthly realm. Okay. It'll be different for everyone because this is a collective reading, but this could be a safe and secure relationship. This could be a safe and secure home. This could be the ability to have a financial abundance that allows you to take care of your financial needs and releases a lot of stress for you. But this Ace of Pentacles is going to be the reward from the universe for doing this hard work. Okay, we have Pisces energy here and the moon energy here, so really that deep going within. Okay, then we have the Chariot. So through this process of the Hanged Man and the moon and receiving this gift, this pentacle from the universe, we move into the Chariot energy. Major alignment. Okay, definitely connected to this moon card. This is a Cancer card, and Cancer is ruled by the moon. Okay, so we're moving forward. This pentacle, whatever it is, helps us align our energy in order to propel ourselves, feel victorious, and move forward. The Chariot is what happens when you've mastered the energy of the knights. Okay, you've mastered your ability to move forward in your communication. You've mastered your ability to move forward, and the communication would be the Knight of Swords. And in Knight of Cups, you've mastered your ability to move forward from the heart space. Knight of Wands, you've mastered your ability to move forward from the sacral chakra and your passions, your enthusiasm, and your highest excitement. And the Knight of Pentacles, you've mastered your ability to move forward and take action in a grounded, methodical, well-planned way. Root chakra, okay? Grounded way. So super victorious, very intuitive, very intuitive. The Chariot aligns with the solar plexus chakra and the third eye chakra, gut intuition, third eye intuition. Very connected to your intuition. Page of Swords. You start moving forward. your throat chakra, crown chakra. Okay. Now you're receiving all of these downloads and communication that come up as ideas, definitely new energy. Okay. So you may have an idea that I want to go into this type of job, or I have this idea to um, help my relationship and help my partner, and things start kind of flooding in for all of these new ways to move forward in your chariot here. Okay, very aligned to clairaudience. All right, receiving messages that may not seem significant, but the purpose of those messages are to start you on your path. They're divine guidance. Okay, you may start some new conversations, you may receive some new information, and you may start some new type of learning that helps you in this new energy that you're in. Okay, very much though, that throat chakra and that crown chakra. So now we're moving into the King of Pentacles, solar plexus and root chakra. So we've taken this pentacle, we've gotten that victory and that motion of moving forward. Now we're getting ideas, okay? And now we're here in our King of Pentacles. We're becoming very knowledgeable about what to do in the realm of the pentacle, okay? We're doing it in a very grounded way. Root chakra, solar plexus chakra. Our ego is balanced about it. However, we're confident, okay? We lead people about how pentacles work for them, how to keep that in alignment, how to not get attached to material items, not to use our abundance in ways that do not serve other people or are not in our highest vibration. Okay. People look up to you. People want you to lead them. Okay. You know how to lead yourself. Very, very, very confident, not cocky energy, but a leader in the realm of the pentacle. Now we have the star, the King of Swords, in this tower. Okay. So you've had all of this energy here. You've taken your time out. You've gone deeply into your shadow work and you've learning how to work with this pentacle. You're moving forward here. You have ideas coming in that are divinely guided by spirit. And here we have another major energy alignment. Okay. The chariot and the star are very connected to energy being aligned. If their energy is not aligned, they don't move and they don't shine. Okay. So this is a healing process. Okay. And this is a healing process that mostly, whether we're aware of it or not, happens in our chakra system and happens in our energy system, which then heals a lot of traumas or negative self beliefs, things that are holding us back. When we're able to align our energy and raise our vibration, we start really being noticed by people. There's people you'll see that walk in a room and everybody's attention goes right to them. Okay, that's somebody that has an energy alignment, high vibration, and people are attracted to that. And that's why sometimes the star is considered, you might become famous or you have wishes fulfilled. Yes, those things happen. I mean, I think for most of us, we don't become famous, but wishes and things kind of become fulfilled because the universe is mirroring our energy. So the things that we are trying to attain are attracted to us, right? Which moves you into another masculine energy. I mean, there's a lot of masculine energy on this table. So maybe perhaps with Baset there, you've been in your feminine energy too much and not stepping into that masculine energy where you lead and take action. Okay. And now it's time to do that. All right. Making sure with that Gemini there, you're paying homage to both your masculine and feminine energy. Okay. So now we're a leader of our communication, our thoughts. Okay. Solar plexus, throat chakra. Okay. Now we're able to communicate at the highest vibration with truth, integrity. We are fair. We use our words to lead people. We don't use our ego. That solar plexus, like I said, is in alignment. Okay. So completely new version of yourself, very much in control of your masculine energy. Okay. And I think with that Sagittarius card and the Gemini card, there's something here about really becoming intelligent, understanding lower level learning, the basic stuff in life, but also understanding things that are at a higher level. There could be some spirituality involved in this, as Sagittarius is also involved with spirituality, but there seems to be a major shift of taking the lead in your life. Okay. But here it's with that throat chakra, and here it's with that root chakra. So very grounded, very clear, concise, truthful um, communication. All right. And what happens when you do this? You go through this process of this growth, and you're no longer sitting in that kind of submissive energy where people aren't taking you seriously, like the Baset card, the tower. I don't think this tower has to do with you specifically. I think this tower has to do with the people around you. I think the people around you are going to be like, holy shite. Who is this person that is totally in control of their life, totally in control of their actions, totally in control of their communication, totally in control of their material world? Okay. And coming with this absolute confidence. All right. People sometimes don't like to see us excel and change and become stronger. If they've been looking at you as someone that they can take advantage of, that can be really uncomfortable for people. Okay. So those relationships were not built on a strong foundation because those people weren't respecting you the way they should. All right. And spirit comes in, lightning bolt in that crown chakra. Things that are not serving you need to leave, exit the building, divinely, divinely guided here. We have yods in the picture. Okay. Those mean God. Okay. So this is a divine act of you with that chariot there, a king of pentacles, um, king of swords, stepping in that star card, stepping into your divine masculine energy. Okay. And whether you're male or female, that's an amazing, amazing step, especially if your feminine energy, you've been relying on it, but it's been a little bit too much. Okay. Now you're shaking people up. All right. And people are like, who that? All right. I love it. So let's get some advice from spirit. And like I said, especially with this full moon in Libra, if your relationships have had this imbalance, it doesn't matter if it's romantic, friendships, work, um, it's definitely the energy right now that will, and Venus conjunct Saturn, that will clear out the garbage. Okay. All right, spirit. May we have 3 cards of advice. All right, 3 cards of advice, please. Okay. Ten of Pentacles, mastering that pentacle. Ten of Wands, no more burdens. Ace of Cups. Okay, very clear. All right. Now your relationships after this tower experience of people potentially not liking your masculine energy glow up here. All right. Now with your relationships, especially with this King of Pentacles energy and this Ace of Pentacles energy, your relationships now serve a purpose. Okay. You're looking at the longevity of your relationships and very much in a state of building long-term lasting relationships. Okay. And again, this man here, this is the tree of life. Okay. This pattern. This man here is sitting here looking at the how the steps he's taken along his path have built a legacy of family, of cooperation. Everybody here looks happy. We have the dogs here, loyalty, no judgment. Okay. Very, very grounded building methodically, step by step to build a legacy in your relationships. No more wasting your time on people that look at you as weak. Okay. Not respecting you for being kind. All right. We can still be kind and firm. That's okay. All right. There's nothing wrong with that. And anybody that loves you and anybody that has respect for you and wants the best for you will appreciate your boundaries. Okay. No more carrying the burden. Okay. It's time to stop energetically draining ourselves, trying to make other people happy. All right. No more. It's This is what happens if we don't step up and make the change. This is what happens if we do step up and make the change. Okay. Balance out that feminine energy with a little bit of the King of Pentacles and King of Swords energy. All right. Being more assertive in your communication and taking a little bit more control over how you move forward and build your future. Okay. And what happens when you do that? When you set those boundaries, what happens? The Ace of Cups. All right. The universe gives you this gift of emotional fulfillment, very sincere, true love, authentic relationships. Okay. And again, divinely guided. We have yads here. Okay. We have to sometimes take a step into creating the reality we want. And you definitely have some work here, but Spirit's been very clear on the guidance and the steps to take. All right. So step into cultivating that masculine energy, especially when it comes to building your future, King of Pentacles, and your communication, King of Swords. All right. You can tell people no kindly, but assertively so that they understand your boundaries are not to be messed with. All right. I love this message. And believe me, I've needed this message many times in my life. Most of my relationships are fine now, but I've spent the past several years really working on the part I'm playing in the imbalance of my relationships. Okay. So let's grab a Moon Witch Oracle and then I'll do the Twin Flame Ascension. All right. This is a great message if you've been struggling in any type of relationship and very aligned with the energy right now with Venus conjunct Saturn, like I said. Clear up the karma, clear it up. One card, please, Spirit. Balsamic Moon. Things come and go. Surrender to the universe. All right. The balsamic moon, also known as a waning crescent, is the final sliver of light before the birth of the new moon. Metaphorically speaking, this is the time of death before rebirth. The old cycle is about to end and the new cycle is near. Exactly going through this right now. We're going to start this cycle in that hanged man, and we're going to start the process here. This time out so that we are really gaining a new perspective. Sorry, hold on. The word balsamic comes from the word balsam, which literally means anything healing, soothing. The balsamic moon represents release, surrender, and soothing, just as as its name implies. Take this moment to withdraw from the world, rest and renew yourself, release and purge. Most importantly, let go. Letting go is a crucial part of the healing process. Remember, you are both about to start. I'm sorry. Remember, you are about to start fresh. So do not take any troubles with you. Get ready, dream big, prepare the seeds of your dreams. All right. Amazing message. And then we're going to go into the twin flame ascension. And I'm curious if anybody's having some issues between a Sagittarius and Gemini, if you're one or the other, dealing with one or the other. If you are, leave that in the comments. I'd be interested to see that. But I think this has a lot to do with um, also showing us that there's been a duality in that you need to balance because you've been relying too much on the feminine energy, and your masculine energy needs to come up and start taking that control, as I said before, being a leader. One card I've got. Oh, we got two cards. Okay. Yes, we're doing two. We have awareness, crystal clear vision, holy grail code, receive the gift. Let's start with awareness and then we'll do the other one. All right, hold on. Gotta find the page in here. Okay. Developing conscious awareness starts with the ability to tune inward and integrate the state of your mind, body, heart, and soul, which provides you introspective consciousness in regards to your universe and how it aligns with your physical reality. This requires that you are present, which enables you to see everything from a higher perspective. Hanged Man. This card indicates that you need to take inventory of your internal and external surroundings. Pay particular attention to your thoughts, feelings, actions, and how you view your world. Use your expanded awareness to help you rise above logical limitations and tap into your own creative abilities that will bring your desires into form. Viewing life from a heightened state generates power in your present moment so that your soul can evolve further and faster. Crystal clear vision eliminates confusion that has blocked your ability to move forward with confidence in the direction of your soul path. Moon card. If you stay consistent, your accumulated efforts will create exponential growth that will lead you towards infinite possibilities. Ace of Cups. And this might have come out in the last reading. It's sounding very familiar. Okay. All right. Let me find this card. Give me 1 second. This book is a little bit difficult for me to navigate. Okay, I have that problem with many of the books. Okay. If it doesn't say like number 28 on it or whatever, I'm like flipping through trying to find the section that this card is, the page for this card is at. The entire planet is seeking more fulfillment and purpose. The goal is that we collectively accomplish the restoration of universal heart consciousness. This card is a reminder to you that your soul signed up to participate in this undertaking and to align with the desires of your inner cosmic heart. When the Holy Grail Code card appears, it offers the gift of unconditional love, but you must be open to receive the love you desire. It is time to let down the walls guarding your shattered heart. An open heart is the vessel of a higher soul that is filled with a frequency of love that is beyond words. Restore balance between your inner and masculine feminine sorry. Restore balance between your inner masculine and feminine energies and exemplify inner strength to continue the journey with ease and grace. Your inner feminine is requesting support from your inner masculine. Hello, this is what this whole thing is that we were talking about here. Thank you, Spirit, for confirming. It is time to show up, stand up, speak up for yourself, and develop your personal empowerment. King of Pentacles, King of Swords, the Chariot. Okay. Setting loving boundaries will expand your heart as you experience true self love. There's really nothing I can add to that. Thank you, Spirit, for the clarification. Okay. Anyway, if you did like this reading, again, if you would like, share, subscribe, support the channel in any way, I greatly appreciate it. And I look forward to seeing you soon. I'm not sure yet if I'm going to do one more full moon reading for Saturday. I have personal readings at my house today, this afternoon. So I might break this down and just move on from the full moon and maybe go back to some Ascended Master messages. And please do let me know in the comments. I'm still trying to kind of figure out here if people like collective messages or if you prefer the zodiac readings that people do, or if you like a little bit of both. So I can figure out how to do this so it's working with what you would like me to do. So anyway, thank you so much for being here. I will talk to you soon. Bye-bye.